Hey everybody, it's Aaronator here, and we have our 21 episode 21 of our GM mode commentary here on the PS4 with the Detroit Red Wings in the last episode. You guys better check it out, because if you see it right here, right now, playoff positions X, we don't have an X or Y or Z, we missed the playoffs, and there's no wildcard thing, there's nothing. And you want to see how close it is, make sure you guys go check out the last episode quick. Because if you look at this, you can maybe see it there. Divisional and wild card. We missed it by literally we tied. We tied with the Ottawa Senators, but because they had one more win, win, but also in this case, regulation plus overtime win. I think it goes wins first, then regulation plus overtime wins. Unfortunately, the Red Wings literally lost by 0. So we missed the playoffs. That's really unfortunate. If you look back at the way we played coming up to this, I mean, this is what these were the games that we needed to win right here. This loss against Ottawa, and then this overtime loss against Ottawa. If we just got 1 point, just 1 point against either of those games, we would have made the playoffs. But here's the thing, you can't really complain, because as soon as we made the trade for Big Joe Thornton, overtime win, shootout loss, that's a point. Win, and then only one loss. We actually had 3 losses against the Ottawa Senators, and we had very few losses. We just had these 2 big losses against Montreal and Pittsburgh because we just had a bit of struggling defense. But if you look at our team, 4-2, 4-0, 4-2, 5-3, 4-2, 1-0, 3-1, 2-0, 2-0, 2-1, 3-2, 1-0. A solid mixture of defense and being able to get more offense than the other team helped us, and we did really well. But you know what? We were put in a position where we wanted to win, and unfortunately, we just missed it, and so we missed the playoffs. So in this episode, we're going to be doing the draft, the AHL playoffs. We're going to be checking out the awards. What else? I'm not sure if you guys already heard it. I'm not sure if I put it even up there. But here, I'll just finish up the AHL season. But I actually may have put up the new intro, and if I didn't, then there's going to be a new intro coming out soon, and a new outro. Me and AJ worked on the spring break. There's going to be a channel update that I make coming up soon, and it'll be, you know what, just go watch it. There's going to be lots of stuff happening. So anyways, guys, we are just going to keep on simming through the AHL playoffs. Let's see if our team can do well. There's a 2-1 loss, unfortunately. Stefan Falkovsky, I believe I took him out, yes, and I'll switch him with Kostelek, who got some time. Falkovsky, and there you go. Let's check that out. There you go. There's the defensive working good. XLB is getting better as well, I believe. There's a game against the Lake Erie Monsters with a 4-0 win, and then a 3-0 loss. Can we get the win? No, we lose 4-1. So unfortunately, our team, unfortunately, our new word, I guess, missed the playoffs. I did some pinning on the scouting, so I have some Swedish defensemen that are going pretty high and some Russian forwards. So first I'm going to do the Russian forwards because I think I have the Swedish defensemen mostly scouted, so we should be okay. We're just going to sim to the end of the season, check out the awards, and then we'll do the draft and see who we have retiring, because there's going to be big retirements. I can just tell you. Maybe there isn't, but I mean, being 37 and just missing the playoffs, I understand we just missed it, but yeah. I did get a few comments from you guys saying that some even just in talking to friends, they're already talking about new teams doing a GM mode, saying that, oh, you failed so bad because AJ and all the guys, they already watched it and they're just like, oh, you missed the playoffs and all that. And so, basically, they're all giving me names, and I already know AJ's pushed me in a team. I'm not gonna make any hints. Maybe they want to do comments. If they want, they can. But, and maybe you guys want to let me know some teams. I already have some teams in mind. It's probably gonna be a Western Conference team, but that will not be. We are for sure doing 1 more year. We're going to do 5 years, 5 seasons. I think we're actually only gonna be going to year 4. So this one and then another one or something like that. And because I have a 5-year contract. We want to continue to make the playoffs. And I know some of you guys are saying rebuild. I'm not going to rebuild. Some of you were saying there was one guy, Puppet Master, Detroit Puppet Master. He said basically if whether or not the Cronwall and Zetterberg retire, keep them on the team, let them retire with the team, but just sort of let your young guns grow basically. So we're gonna have to see. I like to do that, but we got to stay competitive because that's what this organization wants. We just missed the playoffs. You know what? You miss it once and just get back in there. You lose, this is what you have an idea. This is what my idea is. We continue to win and win and win. You have one loss. Now go back to winning. What's the point? If you lose, you lose. Okay? It's going to happen. So we got to keep it up, and we just got to have a stronger finish. So we're going to have to see who wins the Stanley Cup here. And that'll be the Florida Panthers, and the Calder Cup champions are the Bridgeport Sound Tigers, the Islanders affiliate, I believe. And there's all the salary cap stuff. And now we'll be submitting to the draft. So unfortunately, I guess the scout already did our scouting stuff for us. Trading block, I'm not going to touch that because if it has guys on the trading block, it'll probably be Cronwall and Zetterberg for now. But I want to see updates. Do we have any retirements? Zetterberg has decided to retire from the game called hockey. So is there any? No, there isn't. So we don't have any news about Cronwall, so I wouldn't mind Cronwall staying back, but we may have to make some trades as well, guys, because we got some young guys coming up, and we also have our defenseman, that one defenseman guy, Jonathan Erickson. He's older now, and we need to look at what this holds. So we'll go to the trade block. Maybe he's there. No, I don't see him, so I have a feeling he retired as well. So if he did, then he did. We're going to have to find a captain. I believe we're just going to go with some assistant captains. I may just leave the captaincy how it is, guys. It may already give a captain, but that won't necessarily mean they are the captain. Just because it's just going to mess up the morale a whole bunch. And like when I don't even give them the captaincy, like at the beginning of the season, it's going to give it to someone like I'm going to sign a free agent who's going to be like 88 overall plus, and then it's going to be like he just got there, and then they're going to give him the captaincy because he's 80 overall plus, and it's just going to get all messy. So I'm just saying that could be an example, and I'll give it to someone who I don't necessarily want to give it to. Like a guy who turns into a Shahan, basically, and we have to trade. So I don't want that to happen. I don't want to mess up our morale, but we are going to just go straight into the draft after we check out the awards. So let's go check out the awards. Okay, Stanley Cup, Florida Panthers, President's Trophy, Islanders. So their Islanders organization, the Islanders organization had a very solid year winning the President's Trophy and the AHL team winning the Calder Cup. Clarence Campbell, Colorado, Prince of Wales, Florida. So it was Florida and Colorado again, but this time Florida comes back on top. That was a long time ago. That was like what, 1990s or 2000s? I think it was 1990s. It might have been 2000s. I have no idea. But Art Ross Trophy goes to Connor McDavid, so he wins his first Art Ross. Good for the young guy. Hart Memorial goes to Corey Perry, most valuable for his team. James Norris goes to Eric Carlson for the second year in a row, 3 times in 4 years. Pretty successful man. Lady Byng goes to Connor McDavid. Calder Memorial goes to Dmytro Timashov. And Colin Spike Trophy goes to Frederick Anderson. So it's always going to be a goalie, it seems. So interesting. Hopefully Mirza can stay solid for us. Vezina Trophy goes to Frederick Anderson. William M. Jennings goes to Anderson. And no other goalie. Wow, he's done really well, even in 2015-16. Bill Masterton goes to Michael Stone. I want to say that's Michael Stone. I'm pretty sure. Frank J. Selke goes to Jordan Stahl. There was someone saying that today that EA put up. It was just like, who's going to win the Frank J. Selke? Bergeron, Kopitar, Stahl. And I just like giggled when I heard Jordan Stahl. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but yeah, I feel like Frank J. Selke player, if you have one of the best defensive forwards, you should probably be a playoff team. I don't know. That's just my opinion. And maybe they were during this time. Ted Lindsay Award goes to Corey Perry. Maurice Richard player trophy goes to Corey Scory Perry. There you go. And the AHL, I'll just go through it quickly. Bridgeport wins the Calder Cup. Most points in regular season, the Toronto Marlies, and the rest are just divisional trophies, I believe. I'm pretty sure. Playoff champion. So it was Rockford versus Bridgeport. Players, Jake DeBrusk, Connor Garland, Percy, Merzlikins. So these are basically all the guys who did pretty good for their teams. I don't think there was anything from our organization. Dadonov at 53 points. He's 77 overall. Will Dadonov make the team next year? We will have to see. But we're going to go straight into the draft and see where we are picking. We're not going to have that high of a pick unless we won one of the first three, and we didn't. So San Jose has the first overall pick. We're not going to trade for the first overall pick. I may be possibly moving up. Detroit has the 14th overall pick. I wouldn't be mind moving up to like a top 5 pick if we're talking about a Western Conference team like Vancouver. Maybe St. Louis, Nashville. St. Louis may be interesting. They may want to give up their pick because they got Tarasenko. Yeah. So they got Tarasenko and all those goofs. Let's see if we can maybe make a trade. Do they want Eriksson? Yes, they do. Or at least I saw them. Yeah, there you go. More than 50 players in the organization. You didn't have one player that retired or something? Goof. Okay, so they don't want to give up they don't want a first round pick or anything. Is there any prospects? Kiprusoff. Storm, 73 overall, solid. Bottom 6, I believe he's solid. So let's see if we can get let's see if it makes sense for them. Do they need a defenseman? If they want to see consistent, they got their top 4, and I guess they want a top 6. And Eriksson is a solid top 6. So yep, they got some young guys here. So, and then Gunnarsson, who is 2 years left. So solid. Periaco is also getting mad, it seems. But we're going to go and see if we can... come on, stop. I don't want to do this. Let's go. Skaters matching block. We're going to see what we got for trade value. Is there anybody else we can trade? Anybody else? Nemelainen is 81 overall. That'll be very nice. Look at this. Let's look at him right now. Ooh, that shot, that skating, defense. Defensive awareness could be better, but offensively, he's solid and physical. So, you know what? This guy could be very good for us. 6'6". Man, he's almost Triumkin size. He's doing pretty good as a Canuck, ain't he? Applicator could be a possibility for us to trade, but as of right now, I'm not too interested in trading him. We don't want to ruin our morale entirely. So, let's see. First round pick. I think that can go through. Let's see if it will. Eriksson to move up for a first round. Basically just moving up. Eriksson for Storm and a first will go through. We believe this transaction will contribute to our success here in St. Louis. So we are accepting a trade offer. So we got a higher pick. Let's just let's just see the first bit. Joey Veleno goes in this one. So yeah, this is year 3. Allen, the defensive defenseman that I saw, the Swedish one, or he was from Sweden in that case, the league, and he was an elite defenseman. So that's unfortunate. Toivonen, Finnish sniper, goes to Arizona. Gormley goes offensive defenseman, goes to Toronto. Oh my gosh, all these defensemen, offensive defenseman. Albrecht goes to Vancouver, so very good for him. And then the other Swedish defenseman. So he has 4 yellow stars. So that's unfortunate. Hopefully we can get an elite player. I'm really hoping. We got to look at it. Oh my goodness. Please don't. We need to go and look at who's available. So 2 of our guys were already picked. Let's check and see what we got here. 2-way forward, 2-way defenseman, right-handed. That could be nice. Nidaros, Miroslav Nidaros, power forward, and Roman Somik. So he's from the German league, but he's Czech. And then there's an American defenseman. Ooh, Nathan wouldn't want me to take that. I don't know if I should do it. Turyamtsev, solid, playing 2-way forward. Sorry, I just saw the puck skills. Grinder. Yeah, I don't need a grinder in the first round, especially not a top-notch pick. Zadarov. Ooh, I was hoping to get either this Zadarov guy or Kaminsky. So I may still get one of these guys, but I think I'm going to pick one of those defensemen. I don't know anything about them, but I do know that they're supposed to be drafted high. So hopefully we pick the right one. I'm really hoping. Now it's just a matter, do we want... They're both right-handed 2-way defensemen. Do we want the Czech playing in the German league, bit bigger? Or do we want the smaller guy, Marvin Swanson from the American League? I like Roman Somik. Miroslav Nidaros, that guy kind of looks interesting as a power forward. But I want to get a defenseman here. So let's go with the higher rated guy. But 7th defenseman. No, the Czech, the right-handed defenseman. We're going to go with Roman Somik. Please be elite. Please be elite. It's only a medium top 4. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's just hope he's the same thing. The other guy, Selleck, there's the two-way forward. Are you kidding me? Of course. Why wouldn't he be? Of course. Tampa Bay Lightning gets that two-way defenseman. Swanson, who is medium elite. So we got Somek. That's really unfortunate. Oh, I hate that. Darn it. Okay. So there's Kaminsky. So Zadorov maybe needed to pick here, and he was already picked. So, okay. I'm glad I didn't pick them up. I wouldn't have been able to pick them up with my pick, but you know what? Let's just see who St. Louis picks, and then, ooh, that's unfortunate for Buffalo. Okay, so yeah, we're glad that we got the defenseman that we did. Not as solid as the two-way, the American, but Nathan, goodness gracious, next time I see an American, I'm taking him because, got the check, but not the American. He was an elite defenseman. So we're gonna sim to user pick. I don't want to do all these rounds because it takes up time, and a lot of people, skip them for that reason. So you guys can let me know if you want to see the full draft. But for now, I think once it gets into later years, we can give up. So Palin, elite grinder. That's interesting. McLean, good offensive elite defenseman for Chicago, and that's pretty much it. Round 2, we'll check out the first bit, but that's pretty much it. Low top 6. That's okay. 4 red. 4 red again, the goalie. Nielsen, the Swedish goaltender, I believe. Interesting. Okay, so we'll draft with our pick. We'll probably go around 4th, 5th round. We'll see how many picks we have, how much time we're at. We're at 16 minutes, so I wouldn't mind this being a half an hour episode with all the stuff that has to happen. And look at that. The defenseman that they scouted. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that. The super sweet. He's 20 years old, but flippin', look at those stars. Look at those stars. I'm telling you, I completely forgot about him. There's this Hickman guy who's 20 years old, but, you know, offensive Swedish defenseman that's like this? I don't want to whisper. I don't want to jinx anything, but should I whisper Nicholas Lidstrom? Oh, let's see. Take him. Okay, low top 4, but look at that. I guarantee you his overall flipping. If anybody knows, Mike Boyce. Ho, ho, ho. Could you imagine? Oh, we have another pick. So we didn't get Hickman. Harry Hickman. I believe it was his name. I believe he was from Denmark. The Danes. Let's see. Antilla, 18 years old. Solid stats. I wouldn't mind that. Playmaker, center playmaker. Cole Canzanello. He plays for Red Bull. I don't know. Hollick. I don't know. He's not related to the guy I was looking at. Philip Hollick. Is there any guys we should get? Spike Taylor, Leo Licht. I should probably go with Spike Taylor because he's the American. The American center playmaker or Toby Mikola. Oh, he's big. I like that. But bottom 6 forward, not the biggest thing, but we know about him. Is there anybody else down here that I should be aware of? The goalie, Johansson. He's an Christoph Keller, 20 years old, German. Maybe I'll pick him up later if possible. Straight Polish defenseman. Ooh, he's solid. Stat-wise, at least, he looks pretty solid. I think I'm just going to go with what I got. I'm going to go with that, was it the center? Yeah, I'm going to go with Antilla. Center playmaker, low bottom 6. That's kind of unfortunate. I want to go see what those other guys were looking like. Anybody else we missed up? High bottom 6. Mikola wasn't as solid. Ooh, 4 red star Lick, the German. So maybe that time the German would have been nice, but you know what? We're just going to keep on going. Sim to user pick. Maybe we can get that Keller guy, the German. I didn't see him go anywhere. Ekman Larson, the goalie. I saw an Enforcer defenseman there as well. So let's see. Can we get Keller? I would like Keller. It'd be very nice to add to the squad. Johansson. Sutter. Yeah. Johansson. Straight. It wouldn't be bad to add another goalie, but I like that straight guy. Ooh, Voinov. Who's this guy? Is he big? I didn't see 6'1". 20 years old. Center grinder. Lars Ekholm. Ooh, that didn't look bad. But you know what? We're just going to go with the guy we saw straight. The Polish defenseman. Exact 70. Could he move up? Oh, just medium 70. That's okay. Could move up to medium 6. So, I mean, it was a decent pick. Voinov wasn't. So, we got the 7th defenseman. So, never know. Could always boost up their potentials. Low, top 6, Anisimov. So that looks like to be the solid pick before us. So maybe we can get one of those kind of guys. I wouldn't mind. I think the 4th round will be our last round, guys. I think that will be it. Vico, center grinder, or Ulf Strostrom, the sniper. Anything else? Luttinen, right-handed two-way defenseman, solid defensively. 19 years old. Finoro, sniper. I feel like we don't need any more snipers, grinders, but this one's 18 years old, right-handed. Sniper, Ulf Strostrom. You know what? Let's go for that super Swede again. Once again, medium bottom 6. Not horrible. I'm not horrible. I want to go see what these guys were because I'm always interested in seeing what we could have got. So he was basically 2.5 yellow stars, AHL guy. And then who was the other guy? I feel like it was a defenseman. So just wait for a defenseman. Oh, we have another pick. Maybe we can pick him up. That wouldn't be bad. The Finnish defenseman with the solid defensive category. Is he there? No, he's not. I guess he was already picked. I didn't see him. Sniper. Is this guy from... Yeah, he's from an NHL team. I feel like you got to take guys from other countries in this one by this time. Because then... What the heck? I'm taking this guy. A big guy, 6'4", 246 pounds, named Many Guns? Yo, dude. Oh, HL bottom 6 forward. If he was flipping high franchise, I would have been just like, hey, we got Many Guns now. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna sim entire drafts. We'll exit this out. We're already at 22 minutes pretty much, so I don't want to make this super long. So we got Many Guns. So we got Somik, Vikingstad, Antilla, Straight, Strostrom, Many Guns, Mikindo, Harrogate, and relative of Reed Boucher? Maybe. We got to check and see player morale. Probably someone's super angry that we traded away Eriksson. Gustav Nyquist. I'm not happy that you chose away Jonathan Eriksson for me. Okay, I need to let you know. We'll be better off in the long run. Cap-wise, this will be a problem with the young guns. Okay, so we need you to understand this. Negative effect. I understand why you'd be negative. Eriksson was a big part of our team, but with that cap hit and him going to be likely to drop, I didn't want to take a chance on him. And plus, we got young guys that want to play. So, Nyquist, suck it up. Let's check out our team. Mrazek has 2 years left, it seemed. We got to check out those overall potential guys. Look at that. Guys. The pro scouting is real. 2nd round pick. 93 puck control. That shot, though. Oh, my gosh. Guys, we got a steal. 80 overall coming out of the draft. Let's sign him. Oh, man. Guys, I think we got a steal here. Nordstrom, the center. 3rd round pick. I think we can sign him now. 64 overall for that Strodrum guy. That sucked. Many Guns. We got some bigger guys, it seems. William Straight, 69 overall, not bad. Somik, okay, so our 1st round pick was, 7th overall pick was 63 overall, medium top 4. It's not a bad pick, but yo, Vikingstad, I think we got a steal here. It's just because Somik's younger. It's a good thing we got an 18-year-old, so we'll have to go check out the other guy later. Bellamy, who's this guy? We didn't draft him this year. He was 70 overall. He's 70 overall right now. Antilla, low. 68 overall is not bad for an 18-year-old. That's pretty good. Solid stats. Base stats are pretty good. You got to look for the other stuff. Boucher. Yo, Anthony Boucher. He's going to be the next one. That should be it. Steve Ott. You know what? I think we got to sign him just for a minor team because he's like a beast. Or sign, maybe even a 4th liner. He's still considered a 4th line forward. Why not? The flippin' legend. Let's do it. Anybody else? There's a couple extra guys who I think were younger guys that need to be signed. But we got Mantha. Who needs to be signed. So, I think I'm going to... I don't know. I feel like... Oh, we do have to sign Mrazek. Okay. Oh, yeah. We could sign him long term. He's 26. 31, 32, 31, 31. We could sign him for 6 mil at 5 years. He deserves it, definitely. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it straight up right now. 5 years at 6 mil. I think he deserves it. That's the goal that we need. If he takes that, that's a steal for how he's played. Definitely. Steve Ott, Ouellette. You know what? Bramo did play more solid for us event like later on. So I'm not gonna take him off the team, but for now we're gonna leave it. We will go into free agency next episode, guys. We'll check. We won't finish. We'll do all the maybe some of the main ones. You guys can let me know any extras. Lashoff, Van Riemsdyk. So yeah, see if you look at our defense now with these 6 guys, we are ready. So De Keyser can play right side along with Ouellette on the top line. Sproul and Russo, Nemelina and Vikingstad, 2 lefties. You might need a defensive defenseman in there maybe. That could be something we could look for, but some other guys, young guys. Sayarvi might even be ready for next year, so we're gonna have to trade one of our offensive defensemen. Sayarvi is pretty good. Defensive awareness is nice, but we're gonna have to see how these guys grow. We'll see how it happens. What happens? Kostelek. Yeah, we'll sign you, bud. We'll sign you, buddy. Just wait a bit. Sabin. He was a solid. I want to look at this guy. He just has a hard shot, fast skater. That's what he's gonna be. That's what he's all about. Defensive defenseman. You know what? Defensive defensemen need hard shots. You know what? We'll give you a chance. We'll do some of the signings. Kostelek. I like to give you a chance because I like his overall stats. McFadden. Yeah, we can get rid of you. You already have 5-star skating. You're gonna be flipping fastest skater alive, man. I wouldn't mind having you, but just we gotta have a lot of guys that are coming out now. Somek's gonna be a nice addition. I think our defense is set. We just need a defensive defenseman. Hopefully Ouellette becomes that top-notch defenseman we need, and then we should be good. So we need a top-notch defenseman and a defensive defenseman. Someone needs to become a 90 plus. We need somebody a 90 plus. You gotta have at least like 2 90 pluses for a Stanley Cup contender. Easily. Unless you have a bunch of 88s and you're flipping all-star. I mean, Larkin. We gotta sign him. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Guys, I don't know what to say. Larkin's not the guy that we needed. And we needed that top-notch defenseman, so I don't know what to do. Glendening. Let's sign. I want to sign some of these guys that need to be long-term. Glendenning's a beast. I might even want to do. I'm not saying like this long, but like. So it looks like a 4-year deal, a 3-year deal. I could say a 3-year deal. This guy's been solid for us defensively. So as our third line center for the next bit, along with Athanasio being solid as well, we can go with like 2 years. I think we're gonna go 2 years because that's probably solid for him. He wants 2 years, $2 million. So when he's 31, we can probably either let him go. Maybe he's a 4th liner by that time. Athanasio, we just want to be a 3rd line center. He may be 2nd liner by this time, but we may need to get a center in free agency. I think, guys, I wouldn't mind turning Larkin into a playmaker, but here's the problem. Larkin, oh man, we just needed him to be at least a 2nd liner. We need him to be. So we'll give him 2 years at $2 million. So we have 3 $2 million players. So if we can get a veteran center or just a center to play 1st line for us, this is what we need. Lodge, I like him as a player. It doesn't look like he's going to be great, but we'll give him another 1-year deal, see how he pans out for us. Nykop, he was a solid guy for us. To make our AHL team stay consistent, we'll sign him. Dadonov, Turgeon. We got to look at some of these guys. Like this guy, Holmstrom, he's a playmaker, but not filthy stats. So, and with all the guys we have, like this guy, Vahatello, if you got to look at him, he's not the greatest stats, and unless he's going to be getting like millions in the next bit, yeah, he's not what we're looking for. Nykop actually, if he doesn't, he probably will sign, but I was just going to say we maybe didn't need him. Nykop or Nordgren will be on the team. I think Holmstrom needs to go. Solid stats. Well, I'll leave him. I'll leave him for now. We'll see how many guys we have in the AHL and NHL. Tyler Bertuzzi could be ready for next year. Same with Svechnikov. So hopefully, at least Svechnikov, we got to have him be very solid for us. So it looks like Tyler Bertuzzi could be a solid depth player for us. So that's good. I'll sign him for that much. 1 year. Ott. I'm gonna see Ott. I'd like to get you on our team. You want 2 years at 1 million? If that's what you want, we can give you a 1 year deal, but maybe in the AHL. So we'll have to see. Right wingers, Mantha. That's a big one, and it looks like he's not going to be filthy. But a 5 year deal because he's been consistent for us, and I think at 4.5 if we can. I think it's more realistic that we go 5 mil for him. But because Mantha's a bit more of a guy that is sort of you guys can let me know. Nash this week, he'd definitely be a good solid, maybe a Burrows kind of player. He's going to be, not super great, but you guys can let me know. Because those guys are two right wingers that are really big for our team, you guys can let us know. What do you think of the draft? What do you think of some of the signings I made? Murzek is probably the biggest one, but I just want to get him out of the way because he's our goalie of the future for the next 5 years easily, and we probably won't need to draft another guy. I wouldn't mind drafting one goalie just for like the future GM basically, but that'll be maybe next year or something, or if maybe there's a goalie in free agency or something. But anyways, guys, you guys can let me know. I'm gonna leave it at that. Actually, you know what? I'll advance today. See if we sign him. Larkin signed, Murzek signed, Glendening, Bertuzzi, Lodge, Vikingstad, Nykop, Sabin, Nordgren, and that's that. So those are all the guys that are signed. I'm going to quickly go back to this. I'll end it off there. Guys, long video, about 32 minutes. I hope you enjoyed the intro and outro. You guys can also let me know when I make the channel update. Tatar, ooh. His morale better go up, guys. Trading away a quality player and failing to make playoffs and individual performance. So, this is not good. This is actually not good. Guys, let me know what you think about Tatar's situation. Any younger guys that we should sign? I think we're good for that. But any of these other young guys. Should we sign Steve Ott, the legend? I think we should, just for 1 year. Nash this week, Mantha, let me know how long. What do you think? Any of these extra guys, if you want to let me know. Kerry Ramo, should he be our backup next year? I think we can, if he wants it cheap enough. We got 28 million cap space, guys. I think we need a center. I want to make the playoffs. Remember that, guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you hit that like button and you're subscribed. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.